Today we're going to talk about Excel, and we are going to just quickly talk about cells, relation of cells, that means how one cell and another cell relate to each other, which you guys already know because you have done it on the computer already when you're using a formula, right? When you use a formula, you're basically saying that this and this equals to this. That's known as relationship, okay? And of course, words and values. Words is the words, and the value is the money. The value is money. If you see a car, the car is just a word. But if the car costs $20,000, $20,000 is the value. We don't say cost, we use the word value. That's one. Now let's talk about the word sum. A word sum basically means a mixture of words and values together. I repeat, a word sum basically looks like that. You can see the words and the numbers are all mixed to each other. For example, Mom gave us each $10 to spend. You see, $10 is in the middle of the sentence. Mom gave us each $10 to spend. It's in the middle, it's mixed up. My sister Julie bought candy for $5 and a toy means one toy, for $2. And I bought some comics. So it doesn't say 2 comics, 4 comics, 5 comics, we really don't know. It says some comics. So the S is going to be there. Some comics for $8. And the question is asked, how much did we both have? Like how much did we both have? Like in the end, like after we spent, how much, not how much she had, how much I had. How much did we both have? So in a word sum, anywhere you go, you will encounter problems like this. You might say, oh, I went to the market, my mom went to buy some groceries, and this is what we got. So it's in a way to use Excel so that we understand how we use the software to help solve some of our problems. So when the problem is given to us, it's normally going to be mixed up like that. Words and numbers put together. Somebody will never give you the problem saying, here's the words and here's the numbers. They'll ask you to figure it out. So how do we read the English is actually very important. Okay? Everybody understands so far, right? It's okay? Right? It's pretty easy, no? Okay, now I'm going to shut my camera. And I'm going to quickly demo that over there. Okay? $10. If you guys want to shout and help me out, you can do it. It will be faster if you like. But, so I want to write, let's say I want to write both of us. Am I saying correctly?
No.
Both of us got $10 each. Okay? So I'm going to put $10 in. Julie. Is there Julie in this class? There is, right?
Yes.
So she got candy for how much? $5. And then she bought what? A toy. So we have to write a toy for $2. Am I correct?
Yes.
So over here I'm going to write balance, and then I am going to put a color. Okay? And then I'm going to write me. And what did I buy? Comics.
Some comics.
Some. Okay, sounds good. Some comics. And how much did I buy? Okay, $8. So now what I'm going to simply do is I'm going to copy those 2 cells. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put it over here. So instead of typing it all over again, I simply copy it both. So I use my mouse to just copy that guy, and then I right click. Okay, and then I say copy, and then I go over here, and then I right click, and then I say paste. Okay? Basically, I'm just being lazy. That's it. Okay? So now, what I want to do is I want to take that guy, and I want to put another color to it. Let's put that some balance. Because I want us to know that, see, the reason why we use color so that way it's easy to read. Whenever students, I also have form students doing the same thing. When they do something, they don't use color at all, and they make so many mistakes. And I will tell them, you guys learned this with me in my class. And I told you, why don't you use color? It's so much easier so that you can't make any mistakes. But they don't listen to me. And then they end up making silly mistakes, right? So I like to put that color so that way I know it's $10 each. Each one of us got $10 each. So now I want to balance this guy, and then I want to balance this guy, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this guy minus that plus that. Am I correct?
Yes.
Because that's what the formula is. So that's the relation. So if I go over here, and if I click equals to, actually, you know what? Let me do something. Let me do differently. Let me do an add, so that way it's easy. So this equals to this plus this enter. Okay? So let me add this word total, because that way it will be more easy for us to understand. So the total, and I'll put another color, so that way we kind of see. Okay, so that's one color right there. Again, I'm lazy, I'll copy, and I'll put over here, paste. Okay, but you notice that this automatically, see the computer, Excel is kind of smart, you notice that, right? Even that is the answer to that, this one automatically took the answer from there. Okay, now it depends on the version of Excel you have, some Excels may not do that. But if you have a latest Excel, like my computer has a little bit more latest, so it will do it. But I want to be careful though, I want to be careful, just because don't depend for the computer to simply do everything all the time. Sometimes automatically it can also make a mistake and you may never know. So it's important that you pay attention to little things too. Anyway, so that's one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this equals to 10 minus this guy. Right? Because that's the balance. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say equals to this, and then I'm going to say minus this, and then if I hit enter, I will have the answer 3. So same thing over here. I want to check this file over here first, make sure it's okay. So this equals to this minus this. Okay, 2. So now over here I can say the question was how much did we both have? So in total we both have, and then I want to put the answer over here. And I'm just going to put another color. So this equals to this plus this, and that's 5. Okay? So that means we went from that word side, we thought it out, and we came to this kind of scenario. As a student, when you do this or any exam, you are allowed to look at sometimes what students do. If they think that they can do it, they will go from there straight to the computer. But if you make a mistake, you may never know. But if you're careful, I think it's okay. However, my idea is you take that and then you scribble out the information on paper first and you check it. And then from the paper, you take it to Excel